For months now, leaders of the West, Russia, and the United States have been engaging in an escalating war of words. The political shadow boxing has been on over a possible Russian invasion into Ukraine. The first of the US troops reinforcing NATO allies in Eastern Europe arrived in Germany. 2,000 US troops, along with 1,700 German paratroopers, will be deployed to Poland. The United States has called out Moscow's lies again and said that it aims at stopping Russia from using misinformation to invade Ukraine.
Over the past several months, we, but also a number of our allies, have developed a significant amount of credible intelligence about Russian efforts to use a false pretext to justify an invasion of Ukraine. And this evidence mirrors both public reporting and Russian accounts in past conflicts. And I would note a number of your outlets obviously have reporters on the ground, right, who are seeing for themselves what is happening. What is also true is that we've seen Russians' actions over the past few years. If you look just back at past precedent, it doesn't mean it's guaranteed to repeat, but it is important for people to understand contextually what they're capable of and what tactics they've used in the past. And sometimes you do see repetition of that.
Meanwhile, Europe's big two have waded into the Russia-Ukraine crisis in an attempt to avert any conflict between the neighbors. They are making a beeline for both Kiev and Moscow as tensions continue to escalate in the region. French President Emmanuel Macron will fly to Russia and Ukraine on the 7th and 8th of February, reprising his role as a crisis mediator, one that has produced limited results in the past. His latest attempts to lower tensions between Putin and Zelensky are consistent with the two main features of his foreign policy since 2017. On Friday, Russia won Chinese backing in the showdown over Ukraine. Beijing agreed with Moscow that the US-led NATO military alliance must not admit new members. The demand for NATO to stop expanding came after a meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping in Beijing. In a statement, Moscow and Beijing hit out at Washington, accusing it of playing a destabilizing role in global security. And WION's executive editor, Palkishama, who is in Kiev, analyzes what this troop deployment means as the situation on the ground remains tense.
Russian troops have encircled Ukraine. Tens of thousands of soldiers are deployed along the border. And NATO allies are trying to build pressure on Moscow by countering those deployments. US Air Force planes carrying soldiers landed in Poland. This is barely 100 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. And this latest troop addition is over and above the 4,500 US troops already stationed here.
WION, now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.